the recent address by the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi to the nation. And joining me in the studio once again, Mr. Amr Rahman, political analyst. Once again, thank you for joining us, Mr. Amr. And let's start by taking a look and a more in-depth analysis of some of the most important points that were mentioned by the President. The President said that Egypt is facing the biggest secret terrorist organization in the world, and he even had a meeting with one of their leaders before the 30th of June revolution on the 21st of June, and he was threatened that either we rule you or kill you. So this is a very important revelation that the President has made and has said before. And what do you see the importance of such a reminder to the Egyptian people that this was expected and this can be repeated, and the importance to keep the Egyptian army and security forces morale high, as well as the Egyptian citizens themselves to become more aware that they are in a long-term fight against terrorism and one of the most organized and dangerous terrorist networks in the world?
Well, let me start by what the great leader Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has started. He is starting again to make the people aware that we are at what happened last Thursday was not an attack. It represents a greater war against Egypt by international powers. This country, this people, this army is fighting against an international army of terrorists.
And an organized network of terrorists. They are well funded.
Of course. They are fighting countries.
Organized.
Fighting total countries, great countries.
And the President himself mentioned and gave a warning note to all the countries that have assisted in such attacks that they will not be let go of, and they will also face consequences to their assistance.
They wanted war. They want war. We will give them war. And let me remind all our enemies, I'm not addressing nations, I'm addressing regimes and terrorist groups all over the world, in the US, in Turkey, in Qatar, in Gaza Strip. We have a long history of wars. We have achieved victory in 99% of these wars. We were built to win wars. The fight against us for decades before to make us forget that we were built, we were created to be soldiers, the greatest soldiers in the world. All right, they want us to be back to our suits of wars. We will give them that. And those assaults against us only make us remember who we are. We are soldiers. And if you want war, we will give them war, and we will achieve victory in the end. That terroristic attack, it was masterminded by several intelligence systems, and took part by channels of media, by hostile regimes in the region and outside the region. That at the same time, at the terroristic Muslim, it's not Muslim. They were never Muslims.
No, it's really
group.
It's a terrorism organization.
Yes.
Not related to any form of religion.
Yes, and any religion. They are against religion. They have launched threats to the foreigners in here in Egypt, as well as they have called for jihad against us, against the Egyptian people. We worship God 12,000 years ago, before the world even know what God means. They are threatening us. They are threatening us with jihad against us.
As you said, if they want war, they will get war, and as we are showing now footage of the Egyptian soldiers and their attacks on some of the hideouts of these terrorists and some of their victories as well. The importance now of the role of the Egyptian security forces as well as the Egyptian citizens. At the end of the day, the army and the police are Egyptian citizens. They are our fathers, husbands, children, sons. They are a family, basically. Everyone has someone in the Egyptian army. Every family in Egypt has someone who served in the army or served in the police. And the importance of uplifting their morale, because at the end of the day, as the president said, this is a long-term war. It is not just a matter of getting rid of a few terrorists here and there, cleansing the area. This is Egypt fighting against a very well-organized network of terrorists. The importance of uplifting the Egyptian security forces' morale, and a lot of decisions were also taken by the SCAF as well as the president. Earlier today, Sisi met with the Supreme Council of the Armed Forces and issued a few decrees and statements, and he issued a presidential decree to form a unified leadership for the east of the Suez Canal, and the leadership will be under Lieutenant General Osama Rujdi Askar, who was also promoted so the importance of this organizational structure, not just to uplift the Egyptian security forces morale, but the Egyptian citizens themselves in their awareness that this is a long-term war against terrorists.
This is right. This is right. This is not a battle that come and go. This is a long war, and we are expecting more battles, more bloodsheds, and we welcome that bloodshed in sacrifice to keep and guard our Egypt.
As the president said, we will never give up Sinai to anyone.
Yes, each and every one of us, me, you, each and every true Egyptian is a soldier right now and has a post on the front in this war, all by his own means. We need to confront this war together as one front, as we have started in the revolution against the New World Order. This revolution, June 30, it was against the New World Order, against the greater conspiracy against humanity. That conspiracy that really wants for those people to lose their humanity for the benefit of some enemies of humanity. Egypt is taking the leading role in this war against the New World Order, and we will pay the price and we will achieve victory in the end, inshallah.
And we are paying the price, but to protect the country as well as the region, because at the end of the day, as this terrorist network told President Sisi when they had a meeting with him on the 21st of June, that from all parts of the world, terrorists, you will be attacked by terrorist groups and organizations, and indeed they have come.
Yes, we have to spread that meaning. Each and every mind of an Egyptian here in Egypt, they must be aware. We have to live the situation, the state of war in our minds. We have to be prepared. We have to know that the enemy is all around us, close to our homes, in our streets, in our neighborhood. And they are supporting our enemies from outside. That assault at last Thursday, as I told you, it was masterminded by intelligence systems, and of course by terrorist groups like Ansar Beit al-Maqdis or whatever they call themselves. They don't even deserve the name. Some assistance from the Muslim Brotherhood in here by the military or call it the violence marches in the streets in Monterey and other places.
To further distract.
Yes, side by side, that attack and those violent marches, along with the visit we have knew about that the Muslim Brotherhood renegades who went to the U.S. that last week. And the moment that visit was ended, the attack was started against us in Sinai.
Indeed. The Supreme Council of the Armed Forces, of course, also mourned the martyrs that lost their lives during the line of duty and promised to continue and press forward with raiding terrorist and extremist cells in Sinai in cooperation, of course, with the police forces and the Egyptian people to defeat these attackers. And also military spokesman Colonel Mohammed Samir said that the attacks in Sinai were due to the successful blows dealt by the Egyptian army and police forces against the terrorists in the Sinai Peninsula. So this is a response to the attacks that were dealt by the Egyptian police forces.
We are stepping ahead. We are stepping ahead with too many steps. They are trying to withdraw us back. They can't. They try, but they can't. We have already accomplished full control on Sinai. We can receive some attacks from now and then. This is what's called this is what's war all about.
Indeed.
This is not a journey. This is war. We can have some blows, but the